Hey everybody, I'm Bryce Kirkpatrick, Turf Program Director here at Real Turf Solutions, and I wanted to get with you today about fungus issues. I know this time of the year you'll start noticing fungal diseases starting to appear in your turf, especially now that it's actually coming out of dormancy and starting to green up. Those brown areas you're seeing in a circular form, or even those dark green circular forms, which is fairy ring. And of course you also have other issues like leaf spot, which is kind of like a little spots all over the leaves, almost like a copper looking color. And then of course you have gray sooty mold, which is also kind of looks like little gray soot spots all over the yard. All these issues are fungal related, and these fungal related issues can be brought on by different types of factors. They're not all designed by the same, but if you kind of reduce how you manage your turf, that also helps with these fungal issues. So of course you want to be careful when you're mowing your turf. You want to make sure you're mowing it at proper heights. You don't want to mow anything too low, because you can cause those fungal issues, because what you're doing then is you're actually damaging that turf and cause it to be more susceptible to those diseases. Number two is compaction. Compaction is a big factor. Now I know a lot of times in homeowners' yards that's not really a big issue, because not everybody has football games, baseball games, or a lot of foot traffic, or a lot of car traffic or anything in their yard. But you still could have that compaction depending on what your soil type is, which in some cases clay soil really, it stays compacted, and then at that point it kind of allows that water to kind of hold in some of your low areas, and in which extended leaf wetness can kind of lead to diseases such as large patch and brown patch. Another big factor that kind of takes place with fungal issues is overwatering. A lot of folks kind of just forget about their irrigation system. There are some different types of irrigation systems out there, like Wi-Fi controllers, rain sensors that really go really well with your irrigation system. These kind of help out for these times and situations in the summer, especially when we have these pop-up showers in the middle of the day, or even those late evening showers, because most people don't think about it. It rains. Then the next thing you know, the irrigation's set to run at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. The ground's already saturated from the rain. Now the irrigation system's running. Not only are you wasting water, but you're also causing habitats for fungus issues. Another big thing is nitrogen. Everybody loves to go buy a bag of fertilizer and throw it out there and try to turn the yard green. But you got to be very careful when you do that, because over fertilization, putting too much nitrogen out there can cause fungus issues. And so you got to make sure you're careful of, even for what turf type you have, you got to be careful of what fertilizer you put out. But there's nothing to be too alarmed about. Most of these applications for fungus issues can be cured with a curative rate. If you ever do notice any signs like that, or you happen to have a feeling that you may have fungus in your yard, give us a call. We'll be glad to come out and take a look and diagnose that for you. Keep in mind that curative fungicide applications are going to be a little bit more pricey than your standard package program with us, or even if you don't do weed control, it's going to be kind of a pricier thing to have done, because at this point we're having to put a lot of that product out in order to control that fungus issue that's already there currently. The best thing to do for fungus issues is try to put those preventative applications out. They're a little bit more cheap, a little more relatively cheap than doing a curative rate, but you kind of come out in the fall, you come out in the springtime, and you make those applications, and those applications kind of help prevent future disease from popping up. And so that's the best way to handle that situation, if you possibly can, is to have us either come out or call whoever may be doing your yard, come out and put those fungicide applications out there. And so you just want to be really careful on how you do all these factors when you're causing turf issues. And most fungal diseases can really heal over time, and it don't really necessarily cause like a major thing. But if it's left untreated, it can get worse, and it could be an eyesore for the neighborhood, or just an eyesore for you as a homeowner. So if there's any other questions and we can help you out, any disease issues that you may see in your yard or may have seen, or you just want to know a little bit more information about this, give us a call at 478-988-0043. We'll be glad to help you out. And as always, we appreciate your business, and thank you.